Hi, this is Sia from Workfast.ai. So in this video, I have explained on how we can use our Workfast.ai app feature-wise. So please do check it.
Hello everyone. So the next module here is projects. So projects is where you'll be handling all your tasks in a very organized way. So the logic here is something as the first column is spaces here, and the second column is the projects in that particular space, and the third column gives you the whole overview of that particular project. So we can create multiple spaces here. You can be of any kind of a business. You can be a retail sector, you can come from a construction business, you can be doing software kind of a business, you can be doing consulting, you can be doing construction. So no matter your business, you'd be having a flow of your own for your business operations. So it would be something as stages. So for let's say if I need to monitor the sales, I'd be having my stages something as first I'd be handling the leads, I'll capture them, and I'd be having the contact, I'd negotiate with them, I'll send the proposal to them. So similarly, you can set your own workflow stages. Let's say if we are doing a marketing or content creation project, our flow would be something as we do a brainstorming session, then we create a strategy, then we'll shoot it, then comes the editing, then we'll be running campaigns. So based on your business flow, we can create your own workflow stages here. So, for example, I have a tax consultation workflow, just for an example. So, what I have done here is that I have created an own space for this particular company. Let's say I have different branches for my company. I can create multiple stages, or let's say I have different projects in different departments. So it's up to us to define the volume of projects in one particular space, and I can customize it accordingly. So let me just edit the space and show you on how I have created it. I have given my space title here. I have given my icons. I have given my space color. I can add my status if I want to. I can make the space either public or private. If I'm making it public, everyone in this workspace would be able to look into it. Or if I'm making it private, the members I'm adding would be able to look into this space. So this kind of a customization can be done, and I can also customize my user permissions for each of the member that I'm adding here. Let's say if I just want this particular member to just view the project, I can click on view only, or if I need them to just comment, I can click on the comment, or if I just want them to have all the editing operations, or if I just want them to have the full operations of deleting the project, I can set my user permissions on the basis of my requirement here, and I can update my space, and I have the same user permissions for the projects too. So necessarily all of the members can be in the space, or if I don't want someone to look into the project of sales and marketing, I can customize each and every step of user permissions. So that can be done, and I can duplicate the project, I can move it to a different space. So once the space is created, you can click on this green icon and create your own space. Once this is done, you'll be creating your own project here. This is where we'll be setting the workflow according to our business needs. So I'm giving out the project title here. I can add my descriptions if I want to, and I can set a due date saying that this kind of a tax consultation service, if I'm doing for a big MNC company, I can set a due date saying that this process would be happening so far till October or November if I want to. And I can customize my status here, be it project status. If I need to add my own tag here, add my own priority, all of these can be done here. And right after this, I would be setting the workflow here. So the workflow for my tax consultation process is something like I would be onboarding the leads or client here, and I'd be doing the assessment. and then comes the tax planning and advisory, and then comes the compliance and filing, and there will be dispute resolution if I want to. So this is my workflow for my tax consultation. And let's say you have a completely different flow. So for example, we have given an example here, it would be completely different, like it's a sales project, then it would be contact qualification, meeting, proposal negotiation as such. So these are text boxes here. You can add it according to your wish. Let's say if I need a new stage here called as approval, and I can add it here, and I can drag and drop movingly according to my requirement here. So once I have set the workflow stages here, I would be having multiple tasks in each of these stages. So for those tasks, I can customize them according to my needs. I can have very specific statuses of each and every task that is getting ingested into this workspace, and I can add my tags here if I want to. So by adding tags, you can filter out the tasks based on these tags, and I can add my priority as well here. So once this is done, I'll again make sure that I'm adding members into this, or I can make it public if I want to. So right now I'm going to add my members here. So I'm going to add three of them into this project, and I can set my user permissions as I said earlier. So once this is done, the workflow is set. So along these, I have added different tasks inside them that I have done using the add task here. So in terms of lead and client onboarding, so I would be having multiple tasks. Or if I want to add my lead information here, let's say if I'm adding someone called as Surya here into this, I can make sure to update his status here. He'd be having various requirements on his tax assessment, so I can add them accordingly, be it leads or individual tasks in each stage. You can customize it based on your needs. You can either keep it as a task, you can make the task as a person, so it's up to us. So that's that. So once this is done, let's say I need to receive an inquiry for the website or something as such. So basically I have set the campaign, so I need to receive the inquiry, so I do have a checklist for it. So in that case, I can customize my status here if I want to, based on my requirements, and I can select the stage on which this particular task is currently. So I can do different things here, and I have said this saying that I have made an agreement signed with Mr. Surya, and I can add my tags if I want to. I'll add my descriptions here saying that. This is the particular tax assessment that he's looking forward to us to, and I can set a due date saying that this particular thing has to be done by 25th of September, and I can add an assignee here saying that this should be taken care of this particular employee in my workspace. And I can also set a reminder saying that if it needs to be done by 25th, there should be a reminder around 23rd around this time. And I can also set requirements. Let's say we have done the full tax assessment service and we need to monitor it every month. We need to file the tax and check it for every month. In that case, I can set a monthly requirement saying every month on 22nd this should be repeated. So I can also set my requirements here, and I can also add my custom fields here saying that let's say my client has given a certain budget to it of filing this amount of money. So let's say it's 10 lakhs here, so I can add it across. So any custom fields, it might be a checklist or a date. So he might say like the filing should be done by this particular date. So you can add your own custom fields here if you want to, and you can also add the attachments here. So since taxing would involve a whole lot of documentations, if I need to add them, I can add them across here. It can be a PDF, video, audio, anything as I wish, and I can send it across here. So that can be done. And with regarding to this task, I can add my comments here saying that hi, this has been done, or if there is an issue, I can report it right here. By that, my team member would know like I'm speaking about this particular task, and I can add my subtask here. Let's say this particular work is done by two people. So the tax assessment is done by one member, and the second qualification is done by another member. So in that case, I can add a different assignee here. I can set a different due date here. So I can send it across here. So that can be done, and I can also add my attachments here in the comments, and also the voice notes here. So this is one particular task card in this project. So similarly, you can create multiple tasks here, and there is no limit on the number of tasks to be created. And also with respect to each stage, you will get to look on what is happening. So right when coming into this project, you will get the dashboard of how it's working so far. Overall, there are 27 tasks, 5 are open, in progress is 22. We get the priority breakdown here. We get the funnel by stage. Right when I come in the morning, I'll get the count of how many tasks are there in which all stages. So that can be looked into. If I need it based on the status view, I can get the funnel too. So I can make it according to my requirement, and I get the project contribution. So I would get to know that Niveta has 5 open and she hasn't started yet. Karthik has 5, and if there are any overdue with that, I would get to know it with just coming into the dashboard. So that can be done, and I get to look into all my tasks here, and I can have different group options here. If I need it based on the people view, I can look into them, or if I need it based on the priority view, I can look into them. So I have multiple viewing options here, and I can use my filters accordingly. If I need to look into the overdue, or just completed, or just people based on priority, I can do everything here. I do also have the Kanban view here. Let's say the assessment is done, so I'm gonna move it to the approval stage here. So this can be done here too. I can add my task here itself if I need to. So within just one board, I get a view of what is happening so far, and I can drag and drop and change it rather than going into each and every task into that. And I do also get the table view here if I want to. And this is very similar to Excel. And I do also get the box view here, based on the percentage of what is happening so far. I can leave my comments here if I want to. I need not create a separate group for this particular project. And I do also have settings here. I can edit, leave, or delete the project. So if I'm having a very different user permission, this delete or edit wouldn't be visible. So that's that. So this is the whole overview of one particular project, and I can duplicate it if I want to. I can edit it along, I can archive it, or I can move it to a completely different space if I want to. So this is all about projects. I hope you guys understand it. See you in the next module.
Thanks for watching, and further, if you have any queries, please do let us know in the comments.